Hey guys, I'm here. I'm here to introduce Total Station with my group. My name is Habib.
Ayman.
And Akbar.
Before I start showing you the equipments, we have safety factors to be considered. We must wear safety shoes and a reflecting vest. So these are the equipments. We have a Total Station here. Right here. We have the tripod and the prism, and also the data collector. Now I'm gonna talk about the serving equipment.
Hi, my name is Ayman, and I'm gonna be showing you how to use the Total Station to shoot some points. So here we have the Total Station. So it has a vertical binocular here, and then it rotates 360 degrees, and then we have two screens, one on this side and then one on the other side, that comes in handy when we shoot some points. Now, before we get to shooting the angles and everything, once this is set up on the tripod, there's the eye bubbles here. We have to balance it, and also there's the battery compartment. So this is the battery. And now the machine is ready when we turn it on. Now, for us to shoot points, all we have to do is point the binocular, unlock the clips so that I can move freely, and then unlock the clip so that it can rotate 360 degrees freely as well. Now, for us to take a shot, all we have to do is point the binocular to the prism that we can put in a remote area, or the point or the distance that we're trying to take. Once this is pointed, then we clap it, and this here, we can use this to move it slowly to get it to the right angle. And then we rotate this thing here, and then we lock it, and the same thing, we can move it slowly. Then after that, these are the function buttons to turn it on, and from here the F1, F2, F3 and F4, that's where we take our shots. And then we have a navigation wheel here, and also not to forget about this one here. That's what we use for to balance it on the tripod and then on the nail. And now I'll pass it to my friend Akbar, who's gonna be talking about setting it up on the tripod. But before we get into that, there is also the data here, the plug for the data. Since we have the data collector, so this is the data collector. We input all the data on it. It can be either connected wirelessly. The Total Station can be programmed to use it with Bluetooth, or we can use the USB plug. We just attach it in here and then straight to the data collector, and then we're good to go to take some shots and angles. I'll pass it to Akbar now so that he can talk to you about how to set it up on the tripod.
Hello. So at this point, this is the third step. I'm going to be showing you how to set up the tripod with the total station. So these are the steps that you need to follow. First thing first, you need to hold the tripod, unlock all the legs one by one, so you can move up and down freely. Second step is that you need to bring this up to your chin level, and then as soon as it's to your chin level, then you can just lock all the legs. Once this is set up, it doesn't move or go down or up anymore. What you do is hold it from the leg. You hold it from the two legs. The third leg is going to be right in front of you. So what you need to do is basically kick it and kick it. So this is leveled. This is leveled. So what you need to do, you come here and then you press the first leg. So then you see this is not leveled anymore. So what you need to do is play around with these two legs to make it level. And there's this one nail. So you have to look through this one. It's called the eagle eye. So what you need to do is basically look through it to see if you can see the nail right in the middle of it. So it looks like it's showing right in the middle. The second step now, you need to push this one in and this leg, so it doesn't move anymore. So now you come to here, you pick up the total station, you put it right here because this is a three-sided, 1, 2, and 3, and this is only this one is also three-sided. So what you need to do is just put it right on top of this. You use the eagle eye to lock it on the total station. You see, this doesn't move anymore, it's locked on this. So now what you need to do is you have to look through this one to see if you can see right in the middle of the nail. It looks like I'm almost close to the nail, so what you do for the next step is that if it's close by to the nail, so what you need to do is open the eagle eye again, and this step is called the cheating the eagle eye. So then you have to move this machine to a place where it's touching right on top of the nail, right in the middle of the nail. And then as soon as it hits it, you lock it again. Once this is locked, then you have to come here and then look through this bubble right here. Sorry, this bubble first, right here. This is the first bubble that you need to set up. So what you need to do for this bubble is basically play around with the legs so that you get the bubble right in the middle of the center of the bubble. So what you do is basically, let's say if it's pointing at this direction right now, it's pointing at this direction to this leg, right? So what you need to do is basically open this and then play around with it. As you see here, the bubble starts moving around back and forth when you play with the legs. So once you start playing around with all the legs, if the bubble is centered, then you start playing around with this bubble. At this point, with this bubble, you're gonna be using these three rollers right here. So the first one is you're gonna put it right here at 90 degrees, play around with it like this, so you see the bubble starts turning back and forth. Right here. You see, the bubble has to be centered right in the middle. So then what you do is basically turn it 90 degrees and start playing around with these two rollers so that you get the bubble right in the center again. So once this is set up, basically you're ready to use the next step, which is connecting the data collector with the total station. So at this point, I have shown you how to connect the data collector with the tripod, and then my colleague Habib is going to take over to show you how to use the total station, connecting it with the data collector.
Hey guys, so this is a data collector right here. So before we start, we have to attach this to total station. We must use the cables to connect to the station right here. Before that, we have to plug this end part to the bottom of the data collector and screw it in. So we take this end part and we connect it to the total station, just like that. Now we have to turn on the data collector. Now the screen is on, and we must turn on the total station display as well. And now we have to unlock the vertical axis, and we have to turn on this side as well, so it's on already. Now I'm going to talk about the prism. So we have the prism here, and we must level this up according to this level to the machine, and has an arrow from the, it must be from the ground up, and you can adjust it by moving up and down, just like that. And it has measurements. So now my colleague is going to place the prism, and we're going to take some measurements.
Is this good, Habib?
That's good. So now I have to lock the total station so it does not move. Also, I have to unlock the vertical axis, so we look through the binocular and get the measurement. This is a focuser right here, so it focuses. And now I'm gonna lock it so that I get some measurements. So here, I'm gonna take a shot right now. We must place the distance right here, F1. And press stop so that we got the measurements already. Now my colleague is gonna move to the different position, to different area, so we take another shot. We must unlock it another time, so we move the total station, just like that. We do the same procedure. We again take another distance by pressing F1. The measurements has been taken. It's already in the machine.
Now, since we're concluding this, since we know how to use the tripod, the total station, and the prism, and the data collector, we have all the data stored here automatically on the data collector. All we have to do is open the data collector with the screw and plug in your USB stick, and we can extract the data and then go and process it later on the computer, on AutoCAD or Microsurvey. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask us in class. Thanks for watching us. Take care.